Las Vegas rocks all around the clock. Las Vegas rocks, 'cause this town never stops. Las Vegas rocks all around the clock, 'cause this town never stops. Las Vegas rocks.
Las Vegas rocks.
It's the Las Vegas Rocks radio show, the show before the show. Join us for a fast-paced hour of celebrity interviews and entertainment news. And now, here's Ron.
For Las Vegas rocks.
And welcome to the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. I'm your host, Ron Garrett, along with co-host Neil Portnoy. Hello, Neil.
Hello, Ron. Another week, another star-studded cast. Can I just mention, where else but in Las Vegas can you be sitting with Frank Sinatra, Neil Diamond, and Yul Brynner, along with Rose Kingsley?
Oh, you're the Yul Brynner?
Yeah, well, that's all I had.
Oh, that's all. Okay. Well, let's welcome our guest right now. Welcome to the show, Neil Diamond, the tribute artist Neil Diamond. I don't think you're him yet, right?
Not yet, no.
But you want to be. No, you don't. Neil Diamond, tribute artist and movie star, Jay White.
Hi, Ron.
Thank you, Jay, for being here.
Absolutely.
You got a new movie coming out. We're going to be talking about it. It's coming out next week.
All right.
Also in studio is the best Sinatra tribute artist in the country and a great singer in his own right. And if I have Peter Pavone on, I can't say you're the best. I'm just kidding.
That's okay.
Gary Anthony.
How you doing, Ron?
Thank you for coming on. I'm just kidding about that. Vegas' newest diva with a big show tomorrow.
Yes.
The very lovely and beautiful Rose Kingsley.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. On the phone today at 50 or 20 minutes after the hour, comedian, hypnotist Kelly Carl. And to tell us about their new show, Cash and Carter, at the IAC a week from tomorrow, Chris, Jason, and Joelle Righetti. A couple of shout-outs first. Derek David. Hello, Derek. We have a new show, Neil, that's coming up. Another show, another version of A Night to Remember.
It was such a wonderful show, a huge hit, and almost completely sold-out show that why not do it again?
We're going to do it again on December 3rd. One of my first gigs, as I'm actually being hired to be in the show, to talk, or to be the announcer. The show is going to be at the East Flamingo Library again on December 3rd, and it stars the Platters. It stars Tom Jones. I'm losing my voice.
Little Richard.
Little Richard.
Elvis
Presley.
Elvis. Yeah.
And the Girls of Motown. So it's going to be quite a show.
Yeah.
So, and me. We'll all be there on December the 3rd. Don't miss that, okay? Any shout-outs, Neil?
Quick shout-out to a friend of mine, Matt Dorman.
All right.
Matt is the leader of the band Dorman, all original music, and the owner of Dosh Contracting, which has cost me a pretty penny, both in my residential and commercial properties. And we've got a song. Matt is coming out with a brand new CD release, and I think we have that song, don't we?
We're going to bring it up in just 1 minute.
Great.
But first, we're going to shout out to Tammy, my love. She's listening to the show right now at home. Thank you, sweetheart, my biggest fan. Anybody else you want to say hello to there, Neil? I'm going to keep the shout-outs low.
Well, you know what? My lovely wife, Dorothy,
That's
who's
right.
been cooking.
That's what I meant.
Listen, I got the hint to kick under the table with the long foot. I got everything. Yeah.
That's right.
Hi, sweetheart.
That's okay. And, of course, we appreciate all the people on the spaghetti circuit. You know what the spaghetti circuit is? Right? The Italian-American Club, Pacheco's, Siena, the... Chianti, with his many SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, any place that ends in a vowel. Yeah.
Bella Vita.
Salud.
Well, that's not exactly spaghetti. That's a little bit of Mexican spaghetti over there.
That's true. That's true.
Is there such a thing as Mexican spaghetti?
There is now.
It is. I think there is. Let's talk to Rose real quick. Hey, Rose. I'm sorry we're one microphone
That's
short,
okay.
so I appreciate that.
This is wonderful.
You have a show coming up tomorrow. Let's go to that since it's
tomorrow.
Right away. Let's talk about that immediately.
We have something very unique. As you know, I'm an opera singer and jazz singer. It's called The Diva and the Astronaut. And it's a very, very unique show. It's actually a play. Memoirs of my life, and included is a wonderful script written by Dr. James Hansen, who wrote the New York Times bestseller First Man, and also produced the movie First Man with about Neil Armstrong. And it's anyway, the play is quite, I'm looking for the word.
How about, can we say relationship between you and...
Oh, okay, yes, we'll give that part away.
All right.
Between a man who walked on the moon.
That's right.
And between my career of coming from the Metropolitan Opera as a main diva and his career of walking on the moon. And it's quite a story.
I was just going to quickly say, Rose and I were talking before we came live with the show, and it's hard for her to say it, but I'll say it. First of all, there are tickets available at the door, so you can still get tickets the day of the show tomorrow. But it's more a multi-level production. Not only a play, there's a lot of video. There'll be a lot of narrative. There'll be some songs, some interaction. Very unique for something that you do, Rose, correct?
Very, very. There are videos of the actual launch, videos of walking on the moon, and to say that I happen to know a lot of things.
Are you going to give us any secrets?
Happened on the moon. Well, I'll just say the word alien.
Alien.
But I know a lot of stories. I spent 14 years with Alan Shepard, and it's quite a story. And there are videos of me actually singing at the Met and singing for a couple presidents and His Royal Highness. And anyway, you got to come and see it. And it is at the Summerlin Performing Arts at the Summerlin Library.
For the Performing
Tickets
Arts.
you can get at the door.
Afternoon show.
Afternoon at 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. If you want to know what happened up
we don't
there,
want to let any more cats out of the bag now, because it's
fly me to the moon, baby.
It's going to be a secret, right?
Yes.
So it should be a good show. Again,
Yes.
you're going to get over there. We're going to come back with more with Rose about some of her other gigs that she's doing as a jazz singer. And you've got a show coming up in Los Angeles, in Cali, coming up real soon?
Yes, we are at the Catalina Jazz Club a week from next Thursday. It is a birthday tribute to Johnny Mercer.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a break right now. Now, Neil, I'm going to go ahead and cue that up. We got it ready to go. This is Matt Dorman.
Matt Dorman, the band Dorman.
And when we come back, we'll be talking with Jay White and Gary Anthony. Let's listen to Matt Dorman as we go to break.
Man, I got tired of waiting, so I got on a plane, and here I am again in Vegas. Just couldn't stay away. Knew I was gonna make my home someday in Vegas. I can't help but love this city. Life so bright inside, so pretty. Things your own imagination couldn't dream of. I can't help but love this town. I quit my job, I'm moving down. There's plenty more where I'm going. Vegas is the town that's growing. Ain't gonna fight this feeling. This time I'm really in love with Vegas. Las Vegas. Ain't gonna fight this feeling. This time I'm really in love with Vegas. Las Vegas. If you want all night long to do things you've never done, it's what you're gonna do in Vegas. One penthouse luxury or a penny slot machine is what you're gonna find in Vegas. Tour the dam, see the lake, Mount Charleston and Red Rock's great. Back in the Las Vegas action, you'll be up till morning. You won't wanna go away, so make it an extended stay. Then move here to the town that's winning. Here's the song that you'll be singing. Ain't gonna fight this feeling. This time I'm really in love with Vegas. Las Vegas. Ain't gonna fight this feeling. This time I'm really in love with Vegas. Las Vegas.
I really like this one, Neil.
Listen,
That's pretty good.
he's a freak. You know, he walked Matt Dorman, my friend.
Yeah.
I can
You calling him a freak?
Well, he's my friend. I threw
That's
that
all
in,
right,
right? He just invents and writes hundreds, thousands of songs. You say a word to him, 10 minutes later, he's got a song.
Well, this,
I like this one.
He wants this to be the official Vegas song.
Well, we're working on it
and
for
we're
him.
working on it for him. But I sent it to the other radio station. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break right now. We'll be right back with Gary Anthony and Jay White.
This is Lee Habib, and I get asked all the time why we do all of those segments on Our American Stories about people who found the American dream, and we do it because it's true. This country has great stories to tell, and we tell them on this station every night, because one thing I've learned is this: there's an American story in all of us. Join me for Our American Stories right here.
Heard nightly, Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. to midnight, and Sunday, 9 a.m. to noon, only on AM 670.
At Lerner & Rowe, we know that car wrecks don't take the weekends off, and neither do we. If you've been hurt in a car wreck over the weekend, you don't have to wait until Monday to get the help you need. We have people standing by right now, ready to take your call, ready to give you free advice, ready to help you get the medical attention you need. You don't have to wait until Monday to call an attorney. In a wreck, need a check? Call Lerner & Rowe. We are the 24/7 injury attorneys, and we're available to get the help you need right now.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Randy Westbrook, managing attorney.
And welcome back to the Las Vegas Rocks Radio Show. I'm Ron Garrett, your host on AM 670 KMZQ. Also, you can listen to us on the Go Live Vegas app, which takes us to how many platforms, Neil?
3.2 million. That's my favorite number.
3.2 million platforms. I think nine
platforms.
9 platforms through Go Live Vegas, and he's carrying the audio of the show, not the video. The video is on Facebook Live right now, and you can see it on this page and also on the Las Vegas Rocks Radio Show group page. It's there as well, and it's giving us a lot of viewership and a lot of good publicity being on Facebook Live.
On the dais here, I got to ask the two singers here. I mean, what you just said, the Radio Rocks Radio Video. Blah, blah, blah. You got to take a breath in between using all those words when you
the Las Vegas Rocks Radio Show
group page, right?
Gary Anthony, my friend from Los Angeles, California. Is that your original?
Yes,
original home. Because I thought everybody says they're from L.A., but they're actually born in Podunk, Idaho, or something.
From L.A. Yes.
You're from L.A. and you went to Edison High, so that isn't L.A.
Well, that's in Huntington Beach.
That's in Huntington. Well, close enough, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to have a birthday next week.
Oh, that's right.
That's coming up. I don't want to ask her.
I forgot all about that.
I'll ask Carol Joan how old you are.
Yeah,
does she even know? I bet you don't know how old she is, Gary.
No, she tells me she's 30, so I believe him.
Absolutely, and she looks like she's 30. You also play the trumpet. I'm going to do all this now because someone needs to know a little background on you before we get started. Yeah. You play the trumpet, the bass guitar. Mm-hmm. Your dad was a director of big bands back in the 50s and the 60s. He worked with Harry James and Jimmy Dorsey. Mm-hmm. So that fed right down to you,
right?
For sure. And also your family had a family band called the Allens. And they had a hit back in the day from Motown.
Yeah,
I'm going to play it in just a little bit. You have it queued up there?
What am I missing here? I'm looking at them and going, Motown? Where'd that
Motown.
Yeah.
Exactly. Really? I can literally say I'm a Motown recording artist.
That's right.
I can explain that.
Go ahead.
as a family group, we like the Osmonds, we're the Allens, and we were teen idols. We were in teen magazines, and Johnny Carson and Merv Griffin, and where else was I on? We were on many of them. American Bandstand.
How many siblings?
There were 5 of us.
Okay,
as a group.
So you were the Allen 5 before the Jackson 5?
No, they were Tony, Ronnie, Gary, and Larry. They were a barbershop quartet.
Sounds like a law firm.
Exactly.
Well, let's do that. Let's listen to the Allens.
Okay.
From 1976, is it?
1975. This was written by the Osmonds, by the way.
By the Osmonds. And this was a hit on Motown.
Yeah.
Real quick question, Gary. They had helium balloons back then?
Yeah.
I used to suck on those, and I start talking like this. Remember that?
I mean, they say when you get older, your voice gets higher or it comes down lower because you're doing Sinatra now. I mean, that's a big reversal from the boy band type things.
Right.
Osmonds.
We call that the bubblegum music.
That's great.
It's a long
That's
way
great
from
stuff.
Sinatra right there.
Right. Right.
With us also sitting next to you, and people can see it on Facebook Live, is Jay White.
Hi.
Hello, Jay.
I'm doing good.
Jay joined Legends in 1988. You started early up there
I
with
started
Legends.
a long time
I didn't know
ago,
you were
yeah.
that old. You have a 25-year career.
Well,
going.
I'm 39, so
You know,
yeah.
from Ontario, Canada, moved to Detroit,
Right.
studied at Wayne University.
Right.
And I lived in Detroit in the 60s.
Okay.
And it's the soundtrack of my military days. I was stationed out at an Air Force base in Mount Clemens, Michigan.
Okay. Yeah.
And the disc jockeys on the radio there were my heroes.
Right.
And I wanted to be them, and here I am now.
You remember Byron McGregor, CKLW 2020 News?
CKLW.
That's right.
And Lee Allen on WXYZ,
Right.
Wixie.
Right, right.
And a whole bunch of other names that I am too old to remember, and they're all dead.
Right.
In
Except for
memoriam.
Lee.
They're all in memoriams, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to tell that story later, but I'll do.
story.
I went to an event the other night, which was the Nevada Broadcasters Gala, the 25th anniversary of the Hall of Fame, and I was inducted in 2002. And I went to it. It's been a long time. I went to it, and I'm like, I don't see anybody I know. I'm walking around. There's nobody I recognize. And then they ran the in memoriam tape. You know, the people who died, and I knew everybody up there. What does that say? Not to make you feel old,
Right.
at all, but the big story with you, Jay, you're one of the best Neil Diamond in the world.
Well, thank
you have appeared everywhere.
Yep.
You've got such a track record. There's so much on here. The Nugget in Sparks, Caesars in Tahoe, the Imperial Palace, the original Legends in Concert produced by Jon Stewart. You were in that.
Yeah, he was the one that brought me out to Vegas, and then back in the early 2000s, from 2002 to 2010, I had my own show at the Riviera Hotel and Casino.
And then you have another show coming up on the 20th at the Mary Stuart Roger Theater.
We do, yeah.
In the Gallo Center for the Arts.
Right, right.
And that is, where is that? I didn't write down what town.
Modesto, California.
Modesto.
Yeah.
What kind of show is that going to be?
Oh, it's going to be a Neil Diamond show.
Oh, for sure, huh?
From beginning to end, yeah. We'll play
Do
all
you ever
the
get
hits.
tired of doing it?
You know, I don't. I was a fan first. Before I ever started performing as Neil, I was involved in local theater. I was in musicals, Music Man. I was in the Barbershop Quartet and Fiddler on the Roof, and and other dramatic plays back when I was in my 20s, and so I started there, and then I went to my first Neil Diamond concert in 1978, and the guy came out on stage, and I thought, what great music! I'm not familiar with his music, but wow, and what a great performance! I just became an instant fan, and at that point, I started buying records, and then
had you been entertaining anybody before then?
Well, like I said, I was in musical theater,
theater,
and then I was in an a cappella group, like kind of a doo-wop group, what do they? What was that doo-wop group with
the Dixie Cups?
Yeah, I don't remember. Anyway,
like
but with Bowser, what was that? That type of
Happy Days type thing. And that
so we
genre.
did stuff like Blue Moon and Ramalama Ding Dong and songs like that. And
so you were right back there with Gary doing the Motown kind
to
of
some
thing.
degree, yeah. And then from there, I went to a top 40 band, and that's when people started coming up to me. I had a mustache, I had longer hair. They would come up to me and say, "Has anybody ever told you sound a lot like Neil Diamond when you sing?"
Well, Neil Diamond said to you, Jay, keep on singing so I can stay home and relax.
That's what he signed on a photograph.
That's a great line.
That's a great line.
So I was very pleased. Obviously, prior to meeting him, I was concerned. I thought, geez, I hope he appreciates what I'm doing. I do it out of love and respect for the music and the man, and so finally meeting him a couple of times, we got to meet here in Vegas, and that's what he wrote on the photo.
Jay, real quickly though, I'm listening to the whole history, which is pretty impressive, and you talk to anybody, Neil Diamond, and your name always comes up.
Right. But
you had the early beginnings where you were talking about theater.
Right.
You're now doing a movie.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the movie that's coming up.
It's a story of rise, fall, and redemption. A fictional singer named Bobby Drake had a big career in the 70s. Ended up having a motorcycle accident that his record label dropped him at that point. He was in the hospital for months. He never really recovered from that. He got divorced from his family, his wife, and moved out to his ranch in the middle of Florida, and was kind of angry at the world that his career never took off the way he had hoped it would have. And so he lived by himself, and one day a couple of girls are in a recording studio, and they heard a couple of his unreleased songs from the 70s, and the technician of the studio said, well, if you girls want to record these for your own career, you're going to have to find Bobby Drake. and nobody knows where he is. He's disappeared 30 years ago, and nobody knows where he is. So one of the girls set out on a scavenger hunt to find this Bobby Drake, and eventually, of course, finds him down in Florida, and the story just kind of takes off from there.
So it's a movie, but it talks about the history of this person, this individual,
right?
And there's a lot of music in it.
There is. It's all original music. Songwriters. There's about 3 or 4 different songwriters that wrote about a dozen tunes that are in the film. People from all over the country. One of the girls, her name, she plays Candy in the movie. Kimber Cleveland, and she wrote about 4 or 5 of the songs that are in the film. But yeah, so he found me because he was looking for certain singers. He was looking for different singer types with certain look, obviously, and he found me on the internet. He found Kimber, and then he found Danielle White. No relation. We're not related, but
she's only 20 years old.
She was at the time, yeah.
At the time.
So she's a wonderful singer. They all sing beautifully, and we seem to fit into the script exactly the way
we're going to talk more about the movie. We're going to have you play your new hit, which is moving on the charts, Gary, up Reverb Nation. I've got Kelly Carl on the phone, who's appearing at a poker championship this week. We're going to talk to her in just a minute. Hang on, Kelly. But first, we're going to play the new Portnoy jingle that's going to be hitting out there. And take a break, and we'll be right back with these great guests.
Win tickets to the Golden Knights games, signed hockey pucks, signed and numbered merchandise, live entertainment starring Burt Lynch, a food truck, and more. All at the Golden Giveaway from Portnoy Gallery, Las Vegas. Join us on November 13th, starting at 11 a.m. to reserve your entry now. Go to Eventbrite.com. Salute the Knights.
Meals from those years are hard to forget. It was all white bread and whole milk, hamburger casseroles and quiche Lorraines, all with a side of cigarettes. We ate salads as desserts. We knew a party was classy if it had a cheese log, and we never missed an after-dinner smoke. It didn't matter if we were in our dining rooms, a burger joint, or the ritziest of restaurants. There'd be an ashtray on every table, and that very particular flavor in every meal. We smoked for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's amazing that our food could taste like anything else. If that was you then, get your lungs screened now. Surviving lung cancer starts with a scan. Learn more at screenyourlungs.org. This PSA was made possible by industry funding and guidance from lung cancer patient groups.
And we're back on the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. I'm Ron Garrett, your host, AM 670, KMZQ, and Go Live Vegas app and Facebook Live. On the phone right now. Calling in, I wonder if you're at work right now. Hi, Kelly Carl.
Hi, everybody. How are you? How are you, Ron?
I'm fine, Kelly. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland. Now, you've got the, what is it, the World Poker Tournament coming up?
Yes, I'll be in town, actually flying in tomorrow for the World Tavern Poker.
2021 World League Poker Championships. I got it right now.
That's right. It's the mid-season Tournament of Champions, and they have their awards dinner on Monday night. And I've performed for them before, and I'm doing it again. I'm very excited to be back.
Well, you've got lots of things that you've done. You work fairs, festivals, corporate events, and you hypnotize folks all the time. You've been at the casinos and cruise ships, TV shows and movies.
That's right. Even when I'm off work, I'm hypnotizing.
You hypnotize your family while you're home?
When I need to, yeah.
You need to.
That was nice.
Tell us a little bit about your career. And we worked together at the Sahara, if I recall.
That's right. We did the Sahara and Greek Isle. Yeah,
Greek Isles, yeah.
And I did filmed a TV show there once, a music video show at the Sahara. They were very kind to let us come and film there, which was also fun.
So you
worked with Jay White. We shared a theater together at the Riviera.
Yeah.
Do you remember Jay?
How long ago would that have been?
She's a beautiful lady. You shouldn't forget.
Well, absolutely not.
It was not that long ago. Come on now.
Remind him where he was then. Go ahead, Kelly.
Well, of course, it was the beautiful, wonderful Riviera Casino that we all missed.
The Riviera.
Yeah, sure.
Not there anymore.
Yeah.
So, Kelly, this is Neil Portnoy here with the cast of characters here today. Quick question. So when you perform at the awards dinner, is it like a 90-minute set? You're doing a 60-minute, a 30-minute? Are you hypnotizing people in there not to go gamble? I mean, what happens?
Good question. I'm hypnotizing them. They have a theme this year. It's sort of a throwback to the 60s theme. And they have a lot of fun people at the World Tavern Poker Open. They're just a great group of people, and they're a lot of fun. And they love to participate in the hypnosis shows. And some of the people, I have inside scoop on their personalities. So hopefully, a little birdie whispered in my ears about some of these people. So hopefully, those will be the people.
A little birdie whispered in your ear. I love that one, Kelly.
And they've done statistics now that 30% of the people who don't make money at this poker tournament add to the homeless situation here in Las Vegas.
Well, you know what?
So
if
Kelly,
they're hypnotized, they'll be very happy no matter whether they win or lose.
You do the kind of show, a stage show. You bring people up on stage. You set up the chairs. You bring people up on stage.
I usually get about 30, 40 people up on stage.
You make them act like chickens and dogs.
No chickens, no dogs.
Do you do a sexy show? Do you a sexy show? You make them do nasty things?
Well, there have been requests for all kinds of shows.
Like Dr. Naughty. Remember Dr. Naughty?
Dr. Naughty, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fun.
He was fun, but he kind of strange. He got strange with his.
He wanted to train me to be Nurse Naughty.
See, I have too many things in the closet. That if you took me up on stage, I couldn't do it because.
Well, we'd have to lock your wife up so she couldn't hear any of it.
Really.
Oh, is he saying you couldn't be hypnotized?
That's right.
No, you can't.
That's right.
No, you can't.
That's right.
No,
he doesn't want anybody to know what happened. If he's afraid of what he's going to say.
I don't want to know what happened.
I get that.
You won't. Trust me, you won't.
So you're flying in tomorrow, Kelly?
I'm flying in tomorrow. I'll be in town for a couple of days.
Can anybody go over and see you over there, or do you have to be a poker player?
Well, it's for the tournament people only.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not a public show. But I've got some other things coming up next year, so I'll be sure and let you know when those are.
Well, you got a chance right now to say something about it if you like. Do you have another gig ready to go?
Again. I don't want to. If you too soon and that kind of thing, but it'll be in downtown, in old downtown.
Oh, it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. We can't wait to see you back in Vegas. I know that they're going to love you over there. You did a great job when you were working over with me at the Sahara and the Greek Isles and all those places.
Well, thank you. It was always a pleasure to work with you. I mean, right now, Las Vegas is a great place to kind of go back to and, get things going again. But, most of the work I've been doing over the past, 10, 12, 13 years is on cruise ships. And I spent a lot of time on the ships, a lot of time, traveling the world. So hopefully that'll come back soon. I'm, slow but sure, but it is coming back. So I have a lot of things going on.
I got one more question. What is the Sunshine Lollipop Show?
What is it?
Yeah, that's what you call one of your shows?
Yes, I'm also a singer.
Mm-hmm.
And during the pandemic, I started doing a Facebook Live show for...
like this
kind
one.
of, at home. Yeah. And I called it the Sunshine Lollipop Show, and I've did music from way back in the day, like Americana, all the way to now. And I just did my Halloween show, which was a lot of fun last week. And I have a holiday show coming up for Christmas. So I'm still doing that on Facebook Live. It's not every other week. It's about every other month now. Because I've been traveling all summer, working and doing shows, doing fairs and festivals and private events and special events, things like that. So I'm still doing it. I'm performing around Cleveland, with a group of girls singing, doing.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Hey, Kelly, thank you for calling in. We look to see you over there at the Orleans starting tomorrow, I guess, when you get to town, for the 2021 World League Poker Championships, where you're performing your very famous, funny, hilarious, silly, crazy hypnotism act.
Hypnosis.
And we're looking forward to seeing you then. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it that you've been on the Las Vegas Rocks Radio
Kelly.
Show.
Safe travels.
Bye-bye. Kelly Carl, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody. Hey, Mr. Anthony.
Yes, sir.
I have queued up your song called After Today. You want to give us a little background on it?
Yeah. My father wrote the song. He wrote 40 of them during the 50s, and I said, Dad, time for me to start recording your songs. you're pushing it. So I start recording.
Do you want to get away from Sinatra? Let me just ask this. Do you want to get away from being Frank?
No, actually.
I mean, it's making you a good living.
Yes.
But do you have aspirations to be Gary Anthony? Or Gary Allen, like you used to be?
Yeah. I'm just testing the field out there. I'm enjoying doing Frank. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's going to be
working.
Forever. Yeah. This is for my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard it all my life. You see at parties, and then I wrote, and I said, well, Dad, when are you going to record these things? I had 11 kids. I don't have time.
11 kids.
Yeah. Did you ever get up for breakfast?
What do you mean by that?
Let's leave it there.
So I recorded these songs, and I put it all together. I've got 3 of them out there now, but this was the first one, and he heard it, and before he passed away.
Let's listen to it. It's the number 1 on Reverb Nation.
Well, it's been number 1.
Say that?
Reverb Nation.
Yeah. Reverb Nation.
It's been on there number 1 and 2 for the since I released it.
Yes.
I released the second one. That's number 2 now. But this will be number 1, the first one I recorded.
Here's Gary Anthony with After Today.
After today, I'll call you just a friend. After today, my heart will have to mend. Though you can say the love we shared is through, I'll always have the moments that we knew. After today, I'll pass you on the street, nod my hellos, but never stop my feet. My heart may ache, but honey, that's all right. I'll keep this ache in my heart out of sight. Each time I hear the tunes we love so well, your face before me I see. I was the one who really tripped and fell. You were the one who went free. After today, I'll never take a chance.
Chuck, I know it's super easy, but can you walk our listeners through the process of getting a signature loan at Dollar Loan Center?
You'll just need a couple things. Bring along your state-issued ID, recent pay stub, and a few pieces of mail to prove where you live. And if you're getting a loan online at don'tbebroke.com, you can scan and upload all your documents right to our members area.
Sounds easy. How long does the whole process take?
We print up the contract, walk you through it step by step, explain exactly what the costs are. We want to be sure you can really afford the loan. For a new customer, all this takes around 30 minutes, and you're out the door cash in hand. Once you're in the system, it's even quicker.
That was Chuck, founder of Dollar Loan Center, where you can get up to $5,000 in just minutes. We have over 50 locations, or you can apply over the phone or online at don'tbebroke.com.
Licensed by Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Customer must meet the normal loan qualifications. To review loan qualifications, visit us at don'tbebroke.com. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
Listen to us on the Go Live Vegas app and on AM 670 KMZQ. I'm Ron Garrett, your host on the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. What a great show we're having today, hadn't you?
It's fun. You know what? It's always fun, and every week it gets bigger. The audience gets larger.
We love having Rose here.
Yep.
She's got a great show coming up tomorrow afternoon. I hope it's jam-packed. Jay White's got a new movie. Yep. Gary's got hit songs on Reverb Nation. Got it right.
I got a new magic marker.
You got 1,000 magic markers, Neil.
I do.
You've got a new. We have an event coming up at your place.
The 13th, we're partnering with the radio station, The Vibe, and the Highway Radio, and the Golden Knights, which we're proud sponsors of. We've done an expansion from 1,500 square feet to 3,200 square feet of gallery, and it's only my artwork on the walls. And the last month of October, I spent the entire time doing nothing but hanging freaking pictures.
You're sick and tired of that.
I'm tired. I'm done.
Yeah,
I want to draw
you're
it
looking
down.
straight into a laser to get it right, right?
Unbelievable.
You had the lasers out. He's
Yep.
got to be perfect, the whole thing. But you got to have a balance the laser. You got to set that up straight.
I had to put it on chairs because the tripod only went so high. I had a whole system.
Maybe the floor was crooked.
I'm glad it's done.
Okay. Jay White, you've got this great movie coming out now called Starlight.
Starlight, yes. Actually, we're going to be at the Italian American Club next Friday night, the 12th.
It's a preview. It's a party. Preview.
It's a party,
for the
party
show,
to
the movie.
to prompt the movie, and the movie will be on the 13th on Saturday, next Saturday night. It's going to be at the Galaxy Theater here at town, at Boulevard Mall, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking forward to it. It'll be fun.
How'd you get in the movie business? I know you did the Nixon.
The Frost Nixon
movie,
right?
You played Neil Diamond. You played yourself as Neil Diamond.
As Neil Diamond, yeah. I got to play one scene with Ron Howard and Frank Langella and some of these other extraordinary actors. So I think the best part of it was going to the premiere of the movie itself, and then just kind of hobnobbing with all these celebrities, all these movie stars. It was a lot of fun.
Did that movie want you to make this movie? Is there a transition there from?
No, not really. I mean, the writer, producer, director is Steve Titone from down in Florida. Steve came up with the idea of this Bobby Drake, this fictional singer-songwriter, and he went online to look for somebody and found me and said, "You're the guy for this part."
Yeah, well, with the Frost Nixon thing, do you still get your 3-cent residual checks every month? Or?
Every quarter. I got checks for years. Yes,
$4. Or I mean,
well, it eventually went down to about $4.
It went down to $4.
It started out a little better, but yeah.
What did it start at? Come on.
Oh, I don't remember. It got probably a few $100s.
A few hundred. It wasn't thousands.
No,
of thousands of dollars.
No.
But your main gig is being Neil Diamond.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tribute to Neil Diamond.
Sure, yeah.
And so I've got a little bit of that ready to go here. One of my favorite songs by Neil.
Okay.
And we're going to play it right now. This is you.
All right.
As Neil and Coming to America.
Okay.
Jay, that's one of my favorite Neil Diamond
beautiful
songs.
song, yeah.
What is the message in that song? I said, I talked to a chair,
Yeah.
LA's a town, it left me.
I remember hearing the story of how of him running, and oddly enough, with America was the complete opposite. He said it took him about 20 minutes to write America, and it took him over 6 months to write I Am I Said. It was
Basically, he's saying I left Brooklyn and I went to L.A.
It was a very introspective song. He early on in his life, when he was in his late 20s, early 30s, he started going to see a therapist and kind of analyzing his songs and analyzing his life and where he was going to go in the future. And his original intent was to not continue as a singer, but just to continue as a songwriter. And then, of course, one thing leads to another, and he became the big hit he's always been.
Is he well? Is he well right now? I heard he had Parkinson's.
He has Parkinson's. It was diagnosed just about 4 years ago or so. He did his 50-year anniversary tour in 2017, and from that point he had to call it quits as far as touring was concerned. And so I kind of feel like we're going to pick up the mantle for him and continue the legacy of Neil Diamond for as long as we can.
Also with us is our Vegas' newest diva. She's over there waiting her patiently for.
No, I'm enjoying. You're fabulous. You are.
Oh, thanks.
I feel like Neil Diamond is here.
Is there any opera that you can mix with Neil Diamond?
Sure, we could. Well, Barbara Streisand and Neil Diamond went to the same high school,
Right.
Erasmus Hall High School.
Yep.
And I do a show and a songbook of Barbara Streisand.
Okay.
So it's a thought.
You never know. We could
Do you bring me flowers?
on occasion.
Okay,
that'd be a great duo with you two.
Yeah, I
it
mean,
would be.
You don't bring me flowers. It's great,
Yeah.
and so
So
that
after
would be fun.
Rose, after tomorrow's show,
tomorrow, I really am. Norm needs a vacation. Who is my manager? Yes, he's screaming for one. We are in Los Angeles and Hollywood at the Catalina Jazz Club. We're doing a birthday party for Mr. Johnny Mercer. And I have with me, who will be playing for me tomorrow, my musical director, Mr. Bob
Yeah,
Corwin.
mentioned they're right outside in the
and
lobby.
his lovely wife, Samantha, who's also a great singer.
Norm, Bob, and Samantha, let's say hello. I'm waving at them
waving,
through the window
just
here.
Wave, yeah. And Bob has been my musical director for the last 8 years, and he was Johnny Mercer's son-in-law, and he was also Johnny's pianist and collaborator for almost 20 years. And I'm very fortunate to have him, and we're really close with the Mercer family, and the entire Mercer family will be there at the Catalina Jazz Club.
Well, let's go past that. You had a hit show just a few weeks ago.
Yes, it's called In the Evening of Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Now, when are you going to do that one again? People are waiting for that show.
Yes, because I did Phantom on Broadway. We are bringing that back in January and in March. And in February, I will be doing an evening of Johnny Mercer, and I believe it will be at the Windmill, which is here in Henderson, correct?
Is it the Windmill? I don't know.
The Performing Arts?
We'll have to. We'll get it.
Okay, you'll do it.
The place in Henderson.
Well, the place in Henderson. But we will be, and also
At Jay's house.
I am working with Uli Geisendorfer. And we will.
You got that one right.
I see it because I see
Uli Geisendorfer. He's terrific. By the way.
I know he's fabulous, and we are going to work out something at his new club, which I'm very excited about. It's called Gatsby's.
Oh, really?
And
Here
it's
in town?
on Sunset and Sunset.
Sunset and Sunset.
And Henderson.
Okay, the Sunset.
Where Sunset goes
into.
Oh,
I know where that's where the E string used to be.
Right, and Elijah Rock just opened it last week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
About a weekend.
That's Sunset and Sunset, where the E string
and
is. Yeah.
it's a very elegant
Which is not
club.
there anymore. What's it called?
It's called Gatsby's.
Yes, that's the name.
So I'm looking as we're going to meet with him and do a show. Probably will be our Mercer show in February for Valentine's Day.
We look forward to it.
Oh, it's going to be fabulous.
We do.
So good stuff. And then we have a fundraiser we're doing for Heaven Can Wait. It's a wonderful organization that saves all the puppies and cats. And we're going to do that in March. And that will be our Weber show, too. I'll bring my Alan Glassman back from the Metropolitan
That's going to be
Opera.
great.
And, yeah, so,
we look forward to it, Rose.
Oh, we love you guys.
Gary, you're back.
Yes, sir.
You're back to the Italian American Club.
Yep.
On Thursday, January the 6th.
Right.
They're booking that far out, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he's amazing. He's amazing. Isn't he, Neil, over there, Ben Spano?
Oh, Ben is unbelievable.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
I keep going just to get a free dessert. He always buys me free dessert.
I want free veal parmesan next time.
It's not going to happen.
You know, he gave me Sinatra cufflinks.
He did?
Yeah. Sinatra passed out cufflinks to all his friends, and he said, "Gary, you need this."
You got him on right now?
What's that? No, I don't have him on.
Okay.
I have Gary A. on me.
Okay.
But Ben is fantastic.
We need some Portnoy cufflinks.
Yeah.
Portnoy cufflinks.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do
Talk
that.
to Dorothy.
Along with the
all I do is draw.
Hanging from a tree, cufflinks. And
Well, Aaron Phillips, my former co-host at Twin Brothers, when we started doing the ornaments, I've done caricatures to Portnoy to both of us, and we were promoting it as, hey, get two Jews hanging from a tree. That was
from
wonderful.
a Christmas tree.
Yeah, right. There you go.
From a Christmas tree. You also do a show, the Rat Pack show as well.
The Rat Pack, yeah.
When's that one coming up?
That's December 4th.
Okay, that's even closer than this one.
Yeah, but that's in Southern California.
Right, we talked about it earlier at Pala.
Yeah, Pala Casino.
Which is down the street from my mother's favorite place, Pechanga Casino.
Yeah.
And she was a poker player. If she was still alive, she'd be over there with Kelly Carl
Getting
playing
hypnotized,
poker.
yeah.
She was really good. poker
Really?
player, and she was 87 years old.
How do you tell a good poker player? Because
She-
they win, or I mean,
There you go.
I'm asking for
it's
a
real
friend.
easy. They
All
leave
right.
with more than they came with.
There you
They're
go.
really good. Do you play any kind of gambling at all, Gary?
I don't know if I get into that. I'll get a big story. But no, I
You
used to
stopped?
gamble. Yeah, I stopped.
Jay, did you
Not a gambler.
Get into
No,
it?
no,
Not
no,
a gambler.
Other than the gamble you
Neil?
you
I'm
take.
not a gambler at all. No,
You're not a drinker or a gambler.
I don't drink and I don't gamble. No.
I thought you were Jewish, not Mormon.
I'm a baseball. Well, yeah. I don't. They told me during the high holidays that it'll cost you $3.2 million to come to the service. I said I'm giving up gambling.
Rose, you gamble?
Just on life.
Just on well, that's when you got your talent, that's a good gamble. Without everybody in this room, by the way, this is I have to look back here. I'm an old disc jockey guy and got some luck in the casino business. But what I'm looking at here, I got Frank Sinatra, but it's not that. I got Gary Anthony here, who's got all these credits and credentials. That is a star in his own right. You don't need to do Frank. You sound great. You sing terrific.
Thank you.
We got Jay White here, who's really been knocking them dead as Neil for years and years and years now. The movies and anything else. I'm sure you're going to continue doing it.
I'll keep going for as long as I can. I figure as long as people are interested in hearing Neil's music, we'll keep doing the shows. One of the things I did want to mention, too, and one of our band members is King Arison. King played with Neil for 43 years. He started with him in 1974 and played on every concert tour and album with him, during that period. And King and I got to meet about 15 years ago. And he said, well, listen, if you ever need a percussionist you want to add to the show, one of your shows, let me know. And so we worked together for the first time about 15 years ago, and then he's been playing with us ever since.
Jay, I was going to ask you a question, and I'm glad you brought that up. It's a perfect segue. When you perform and you have your band, you have your 4 or 5, whatever piece band, how crucial is it that they sound authentic to what you want to project?
Yeah, it's very important. And there's you've got to try and find a balance between the studio recorded version of a song and the live recorded version of the song, because with any band, with any group or any singer or artist, there's always a slight difference. There's a little bit of more, there's more energy in the live performance, obviously, so you want to bring that into the show as well, but you want to keep it a little bit true to some of the original recording as well.
You're also hitting a lot of pedals, a lot of buttons.
Right.
I was listening to the song, of course, the reverb came in. And a lot of performers, Gary, you do the same thing. They have that reverb which projects the voice and extends it.
Right.
That, the old fill the sound. Who was that? Was it Spector that came up
Phil
with
Spector, the wall of sound.
The wall of sound. That's got to be part of your performance when you're doing live, correct?
Right.
All three of you.
Sure.
I mean, you got to have that wall.
Yeah.
I think is he dead now? He went to jail for a while. Oh, Phil Spector.
Yeah.
Wall of sound didn't work out too good for him.
No, it didn't. No.
Yeah, he had. Never mind. We won't go there. I'll be in big trouble with that one.
And I just wanted to mention as far as the stuff coming up next weekend. Friday night is, like I said, the show that we'll be
At the
doing.
Italian American Club.
Yeah, at the Italian American Club.
It's a ticketed show,
Yeah,
right?
people can still get tickets. Some of the locals have come down from have seen us down at the Suncoast, or saw me at the Riviera when we were down there. If they come down, we'll get a chance to say hello again, and that would be a lot of fun. And then as far as the movie goes, there's a website. You can go to starlightmovie.net, and that will give you all the information you need to know about tickets for the movie. Tickets, I think, are $20 for the movie, but there are extra packages that you can purchase if you like for a little additional money.
And the red carpet, not to interrupt, but the red carpet event is when are you doing the red carpet event for the movie?
That's going to be around 6 p.m. that night.
Okay. Who'd you invite? I didn't get an invitation.
Yeah, well,
Neil, did you get an invitation? Gary,
it's in the mail.
It's in the mail. I know.
Jim,
I sent
did you
them
get an
out.
invitation?
I sent them all out. What's going on?
I didn't get no.
Well, the color change. It's now blue, it's a blue carpet like the Bronx Wine Dress.
Don't we all go? Don't we get invited to every red carpet?
I hope you come.
There you go.
Hope to see you there.
Nicely done, I might add.
Not until I started doing a radio show. I got invited to the black carpet most of the time.
Right.
The one out back. Take the dogs with you.
Right.
So a little bit different.
Yeah.
So anyway,
For me, I do want to mention that January 6th, I'll have a 7-piece band. Top musicians of Las Vegas going to be right there.
Oh, then
Where?
I'll have an 8-piece band.
Then Neil's got a 9-piece band.
Oh, you got a 9-piece? Oh,
No, I have 9.
Rose has got 10 pieces.
But I'm going to add horns, so it'll be a 12-piece band.
Oh,
So-
okay.
I have 9 markers. I'll bring them all.
9 markers. We're going to take a break right now, and this is Cash and Carter. This is music by, and I guess they missed the call tonight, but that's all right. We're going to play their music anyway. This is
Chris and Joelle.
Chris and Jansen and Jason and Joelle Righetti.
Correct.
And they have a show a week from tomorrow at the Italian American Club. Italian American Club's got more acts than Caesar's Palace.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Listen, they're retired just like Roses. Aren't you glad you moved to Vegas to retire?
Who's retired?
Nobody. You come here and you can't retire.
You can't retire in Vegas.
Working.
Here's Chris, Jason, and Joelle Righetti as Johnny Cash and June Carter.
Get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll, feel it in your bones, put taps on your toes and get on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, a little shoeshine boy, you never get slowed down. Get the dirtiest job in town, bending low at the people's feet on the windy corner of a dirty street. When I asked him when I shine my shoes, how'd you keep from getting the blues? He grinned as he raised his little head about the shoeshine ragging. Then he said, get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling in your bones, put taps on your toes and get on, get rhythm. When you get the blues. Get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling in your bones.
We're tuning in now to a press conference where a spokesperson for New Mail Medical Center is answering questions from the media. Take a listen.
Yeah, many men have tried pills with no success, or they have had bad side effects. What makes New Mail any different?
Our treatments can work even when pills have failed. Next question.
What if someone is diabetic, has high blood pressure, or even had prostate surgery?
We've treated tens of thousands of patients just like that and with great success. Next question.
And for men who don't have ED, can New Mail still help them be at their best?
New Mail offers low T treatments, peptide therapy, medically managed weight loss, even treatments for hair loss.
Call now at 702-919-0609 or visit online at numale.com. Call New Mail Medical Center at 702-919-0609. That's 702-919-0609. New Mail, the experts in men's sexual health.
And we're back on the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. I'm Ron Garrett, your host on AM 670 KMZQ and Go Live Vegas app and Facebook Live and 9 different platforms. What does that mean? 9 different platforms. New words, Neil. We're old guys. Now everything's on a platform.
It's like the alien, the astronaut, the 9 different platforms. We can tie it all together. We'll just work on it.
The alien, and that's not the name of it, the alien.
No, we're talking about Rose when she talked about, all I'm going to say is one word, alien. Well, the 9 platforms, the alien, we're reaching planets.
Rose is going to tell us there are men on the moon, but there were. Yeah. It was him and the others that walked on the moon.
And maybe more.
And maybe more. So you got to be at the show tomorrow.
Well, that's intriguing enough to want to go because there are tickets available at the door.
Yes, at the door. You had something to add? You wanted, Jay, as far as who's in the movie?
Well, I'd mentioned King Harrison as Neil's percussionist for all those years, and he got a chance to be in the film as well. So he's got a nice role as Bobby Drake's best friend, Cosmo. And the movie takes some nice twists and turns, some unexpected things happen, and I think it's going to be real interesting. George Pecoraro is also a local agent here. He's been in Vegas for 30 years.
We like George.
And so for the locals who know him, he's got a role as an agent in the movie. So we shot some local stuff here, and
that reminds me to give a shout out to Janet Conway in New Jersey, because she had been speaking with George Pecoraro recently about Gene Ferrari.
Okay.
And hello, Janet in New Jersey, and Gene Ferrari down in Fort Myers, Florida.
Jay, is this going to spur more and more? If you read the inside of my arm, it says one moment in time changes everything.
Yeah, that sounds funny, on the radio. If you read the inside of my arm,
I'm looking.
Show it to the camera. There you go.
You got to read quick. This is going to be a new vein for you. I mean, is this something that's going to spur you to say, hey, I got an itch.
Well,
I kind of like doing this.
Yeah, I did enjoy it, and I suppose anything is possible. I mean, I'm open to doing some more acting should roles arise, but singing, performing, I guess is probably my first love. The thing I really enjoy the most.
But over time, I mean, you miss those residual $12 checks.
Right. Well, exactly.
This is another opportunity to get another one.
Exactly. No, I'm looking forward to it.
Checks. Gary Anthony, I got another song of yours queued up. As Sinatra. This is All or Nothing at All that you recorded.
Okay.
It's done live, actually.
Yeah.
At Java Jazz? Is that the
Java
location?
Jazz in Jakarta, Indonesia.
So you're rolling in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Is that where I picked this up from? Yeah. I went all the way to Indonesia to get this video.
Mailed from China.
That's right. And it's still on a boat outside of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Let's listen to Gary Anthony's impressions of Frank Sinatra and All or Nothing at All.
All or nothing at all. Have a love never appealed to me. If your heart I never could yield to me, then I'd rather have nothing at all. I said all, nothing at all. If it's love, there ain't no in between. Why begin and cry for something that might have been? No, I'd rather have nothing at all. Hey, please don't bring those lips close to my cheek. Don't you smile or I'll be lost beyond recall. The kiss in your eyes, the touch of your hand makes me weak. And my heart, it may go very dizzy and fall. And if I fell.
Well, you were hitting on that one. You hit the nail on the head, man. Out of the park with that.
It was a great orchestra too, Ron.
How many pieces in that?
Oh, got 20.
20.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim Dallas, what do we got left on time? So I want to, everybody in the room, we got 1 minute, huh? Okay, we got 1 minute. Rose, you're up first. Let's say your share is, hurry up, 20 seconds.
Okay, tomorrow at the Summerlin Performing Arts Center, the Diva and the Astronaut, 2:30, tickets at the door, and you don't want to miss it.
Don't miss it.
Next weekend, November 12th and 13th, Italian-American Club on the 12th, and the big movie premiere on the 13th, Saturday. Yep.
Did that invitation come on your email yet, Neil?
I have the sound off.
Okay.
It's on its way.
The invitation to the red carpet. Gary.
Yes, December 4th for our Southern California friends.
Mm-hmm.
The Rat Pack starring myself, Andy Domino as Dean, and Lambus Dean as Sammy.
Oh, that's going to be a great show. I really like you guys coming on the show. I appreciate everybody being here like you are. Neil, great co-host. We're having a lot of fun. Each week the show gets better and better, and it's only because of the guests. It ain't me. It's Neil maybe, but it ain't me. It's the guests. Well, Neil has a good audience. People love Neil, and you got to get down to the Gary. Have you been Portnoy?
No, not yet.
Have you been Portnoy?
No, got to get down there.
Rose has been Portnoy. Yes. I've been Portnoy. Jim doesn't want to be Portnoy.
Face like that, I'm not Portnoying him at all.
That's right. With a face like that?
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy, What's that you tell people about?
I always use the line, management not responsible for the way you already look.
Once again, thank you, Gary Anthony,
Thank
Jay
you.
White,
Thanks.
Neil Portnoy, Rose Kingsley. And once again, that's our show for today. And we like to keep the entertainment going here in Las Vegas. Neil's been helping the entertainers go. He's categorizing everybody at this moment in time of Las Vegas entertainment on the Portnoy Wall of Honor. So that's why you guys need to get on there. And everyone who comes to our show, likes being here, I hope, and gets some publicity out of it, and it works for them. Keeping the Vegas vibe alive. And who started this with me? His name was Tony Sacca. We started a few years ago. He wrote and recorded this song, Vegas Nights, and we close with it each and every week. So a tip of the hat to my good friend, Mr. Tony Sacca. He said Las Vegas rocks. He was right, and it always will. Good night.
Vegas nights, hold my hand as we walk under the lights. Vegas nights, I'll always remember the love that we shared. Vegas nights, Vegas nights.